Morning everyone, welcome to the channel. So as promised, I've done a flip through of this gorgeous book, Gentle Nature by Blackriver Arts, and it is absolutely gorgeous and reminded us a little bit of Karolina Kupakowska. So I promised that we would do a picture in here, and I have selected one, and I don't think any of you would be surprised to know that I selected the umbrella one. The minute I opened the book and we were flipping through, this jumped right out to me. I don't think it'll be the easiest thing to colour, but we're going to go for it. I'm going to use Prismas because they're soft and smushy, and this is Amazon print paper. I could have used my Chromaflows or my Faber-Castell Goldfarber pencils, which I adore, but this gave us the biggest range of colours, and we're going to need quite a few colours to do this image. So what I thought we'd do is start with the Umbrella Sky, which I adore, and is really what makes this picture very unique. So I've got quite a simple amount of colours, actually, you'll be surprised to know. So right, let's have a look. So the first thing I want to do is that moon and give it a bit of colour around it. So I'm going to ignore all the stars, we're going to put those in later, otherwise it'd be too difficult. So I've got Canary Yellow, which is PC 916, and I am going to go in with Canary Yellow. I've put a line of white gel pen around the edge of this moon. It gives me a barrier, because if I'm going to go up with blue, I do not want to mix yellow and blue and make green in that sky. So, and then I'm going to take a little bit of goldenrod, PC 1034, and I'm just going to darken that edge. We can put some more gel pen over it, I might need to, but it was just to give me a barrier. Put that back with that combination or I'll be in trouble. So Canary Yellow. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the Canary Yellow and I'm going round that moon, and I'm not going to worry about those stars. So I'm just filling that out. I just want a slight glow from that moon. We're not going to get much because of the black background. That'll do. That's it. Okay. Now, I have to apologise for the state of my Prismas. They are very stubby. They're well loved. So I'm using black 935, and just move those to the side. I'm going to start filling in the sky with black. Not all of it. So I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to ignore all the stars. We're going to put those in. I did try photocopying it and seeing how it would go if I kept them in, but it just looked awful because you're trying to go around too many teeny tiny spaces. So this piece of paper behind is just to stop indents and prints on the other page. Although they are single-sided, we could use our alcohol markers. So I'm just going to come up there and I'm just going to let it fade out into a grey. Just make sure I filled that in. I'm going to come up to that line. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in Indian Throne Blue, PC 208, and I'm going to backtracking over that black, and I'm going to bring that Indian Throne Blue up, and I'm going to make sure I keep that line of umbrella there. That's important to keep that. Okay. Try and keep my thumb out your way. I've got a large mug of coffee next to me in case I start coughing. And of course, the minute I say that, I feel like I need to cough. I'm going to try not to. So, Indian Throne Blue. So we've brought that up. And I'm just thinking, right, we're going to go here. Yeah, we're going to go here with the Indian Throne Blue at the top here. And I'm ignoring, again, the clouds. Can you see? So I'm just going to go round there. I should have left that out. In fact, I'm going to erase that for a minute because we're going to do the clouds a different colour. And I don't want that to bleed in. So this is my AFMAT eraser. It's rechargeable and incredible. So I'm going to bring that Indian Throne Blue down into this side. And then lightly let it fade out. Okay. Then we are going to bring in light cerulean blue 904. And we're going to push these colours in together. And I might come out a little bit further with that Indian Throne Blue actually, but I just want this for it to appear like the moon's got some light coming off of it. So I'm going to go back with the Indian Throne Blue and give that a better blending. And then back in with the light cerulean blue. So have a bit of a better transition. And then we can even use a little bit of white. Go over that yellow too. So we can see the stars through that. So that will be easy to put them back on. And I'm going back in with Indian Throne Blue and filling in any little gaps that we've got up to the edge of that umbrella. Because I find it really hard to get in these little spaces here. I don't know whether it's my eyesight is that poor. There we go. And we'll go back over that. I want to keep that definite umbrella line there. Okay. Back in with my black. And just ensure I've filled in any areas that I'm not happy with. So I'm just going to deepen it around that cloud there. And then just give that a little bit of a tickle, folks, a tickle. Just to help that dark blue. Okay. So I'm going to come back in with my light cerulean blue. Just push some of that in. And then white. There we go. Right, I'm going to go back to the goldenrod Where's goldenrod? Here. I'm just going to give it a bit of a sharpen. Going back in with goldenrod round that edge. Because I can afford to take some of that white edge off now. And then back with Canary Yellow. Just go back over that. That black line that you can see, I will go back over with white gel pen. Alright, so we've got a bit of a glow. We've got our moon. I'm going to take the Arteza gel pen. You can have any gel pen you like. And I'm just going to go back round that edge of that moon. There. Okay, clean it off with my hand. Then I'm going to take a smaller gel pen. Let me just grab my trolley. Let's see, yeah, this is a jelly roll, and this is size 0.8 jelly roll. And then I'm just going to bring out those stars. Actually, back to the Arteza, it seems to be performing better over the wax. And that is probably because it's a bigger tip. This gives us our white glow. And we're going to put some down here. So we've got the first part of our umbrella done. That will be the only bit that we need to use that cerulean blue. So I'm going to bring that up there just to stop me going over it when I bring in the black and Indian Throne blue. There, because that's the only part that's got the glow from the moon. So the umbrella's going to be done the same in these deep dark areas. We're going to bring in some black, just around the edge at the bottom. Covering it, I'm going to cover those up. You don't have to if you don't want to. Let's just get that in. And I'm just going to do my umbrella in sections. So each little arm of the umbrella, if you like, I don't know what you'd call it. Okay, oops. Down there. Excuse me, folks. That's good, I keep going into like coughing spasms. Darn virus. Okay, let's go in with the Indian Throne blue. I'm going to leave a bit of a line there because I haven't decided whether to bring in white gel pen for the arms of the umbrella, but I won't have been able to decide that until we've got it all coloured, so I'm just going to leave a little bit of a gap so I can either fill it in with pencil or get my gel pen on there. And it's going to take a bit of time to layer it over, because you want that to blend in and look smooth. But just take your time, enjoy it. coming up into that in light cerulean blue. Just let it fade into that. So we're going to fill that bit up. Then I'm not going to do any more clouds because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those, and I don't want to drag this dark colour in. So I suppose we should have done the clouds first really, but there we go. We're going to put some Indian Throne blue up in here. There we go. And then we'll push that cerulean blue into that Indian Throne, like that. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. Obviously fill in any gaps and neaten it up. So let's have a look at these clouds. Now I played with these quite a lot. And the best combination I could come up with is some greys for the darker areas, and then we've got the cerulean blue, powder blue and white and gel pen. Okay, so if I do this bit with you, these darker bits here I'm going to do in grey. Like my hair. No, that was a bit of a razor. Okay, so 90% warm grey, 1054, and we are going to go in where that dark area is, and at the bottom of that cloud we're going to put this 50% warm grey, and just bring that up. Okay, then over that we are going to do, this is Putty Beige, I'll bring it up so you can see, 1083. These little holes here were a pencil sharpener. Were a pencil sharpener that I had. I won't mention, well, the brand was Derwent, and it was one of these mechanical ones. This is a Dahl 133, and it had, like, the prongs on it would grip the pencil, and so, can you see those holes in there? That was where it would stab the pencil to hold it while it was sharpening it. Sorry, this is Putty Beige, and it ruined my pencils. So this is Putty Beige. I'm going over that dark and blending that in together. And then we are going to take 10% warm grey, 1050, and go around that top edge. Okay. Cloud part number 1 done. So, if I can find my pencils, they keep rolling around on me. Now for this blue bit here, I'm going to take the light cerulean blue that we put in the dark sky. I'm just going to make sure it's cleared off. And I'm going to go in here, around that pale grey line, up to those little puff lines, like that. And I've left a bit of a gap because I'm going to put gel pen in there and it looks so effective. So this is powder blue, 1087. I'm going to blend that in. Smushing that about. I'm going to go back in with the light cerulean blue, just darken up the bottom there. Just a little bit up to those little wisps. Back in with my powder blue. Okay. And then back to our greys, because this bit's darker, so I'm going to put the dark grey in here, which was our 50% warm grey, into there. Then our Putty Beige over that. And then our 10% warm grey. Go over that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go back in with that Putty Beige over there. I don't like that. I'm going to erase it. It's too dark in that corner. Give me a second. It's just too dark in that corner. So I'm going back in with my 50%. Sorry about that, folks. Just too dark. Okay, lessen the amount that I put in that corner. Then the Putty Beige. Just saved a pencil from near death. Putty Beige, there we go, that's better. Just too dark. And then the 10% warm grey. Just smush that. Okay. Here's where the magic happens. So I'm going to take my Arteza pen again, which is the 10, and I can't do that line yet because, well, I suppose I could, but I am now going to go over that cloud line there and here. And put in our little wisps that we had, and then over this cloud line, put in our little wisps again, and then we'll just do this. I'll just do this bottom one because I'm going to show you, just what it looks like. I'll probably have to redo it because when I colour the clouds down here, it will take it off. But that's okay. Okay. Fill that bit in a bit more. There. Look how effective that looks. I won't put the Posca dots or the Arteza dots in there yet because I want to go back over that and deepen that up. So, I hope that makes sense, folks. So, I've only got a few bits of dark, the Indian Throne and the light, black and Indian Throne blue will go in these gaps. Anywhere there's dark patches on the clouds, there'll be the grey, and where it's light, there'll be the light cerulean blue and powder blue combination. I won't do any pen work off camera. I'll decide whether that's going to be a white line or I'm going to keep that dark in between in a minute. So what I'll do is I'll join you back in a second when I've completed the night sky. See you in a sec. Okay, you lovely lot, I've finished the umbrella. I love it, but hate the moon. So I have an idea. I was brought, yours will be fine I'm sure, but I just messed mine up by putting Posca and stuff over it, trying to be cocky. I was bought this little wooden stamp of a full moon. I think it was £3 something. My lovely friend Nick's brought it for me. And I'm just going to try and place that over the top of this horrible mess. And I've got Spectrum Noir's metallic pigment. You can stamp, blend and emboss with it. So I'm going to try and stamp over the top. This is like the perfect little size look. So I'm going to try and put that, most of that side round there. And I'm going to stamp it on there. Perfect size. So I'm just going to take my little stamp and dip it in. This is like a gold colour. So I've now got it covered. On the back here shows you where the pattern will be. Now I would turn it round, but I want to cover up this mess. So I'm going to place it really carefully here and push it down. And fingers crossed that I don't have to do a page repair. Okay, let's lift it up and have a look. Yeah, I've messed that right up, haven't I? Okay, what I'm going to do what I'm going to do is let it dry, and then I'll see afterwards what to do with it. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, back again. Much happier now. I put my gold stamp on, as you saw. I'll try and link these down below. And then I took the Arteza white gel pen, and if I come in and show you, you probably won't do this, but hang on, it's stuck on the tripod again. I put some white dots in to cover any yellow that was left, and then I've took the gold Posca pen, and I'm just going to dot in any some darker areas. That's what I've just been doing. So I literally dotted white on, and then I am much happier now. I love the look of that. And that's all down to this gorgeous little stamp, so thank you, Nick, so much. It was in a haul video at some point. I think it might have been Christmas, and I think she got it for me as a Christmas present, and it comes in this little box. And I've been itching to find the right picture to use it in, because it's got to be the right size, but that has made all the difference for me. I am loving it. So if we come out and have a look, so there is our umbrella sky. I still haven't decided. I think I'm probably going to put white up the spokes of the umbrella, if you like. So, panic over. I thought, well, that's it. I know you get 2 copies in this beautiful book. You do get... I thought, well, the first part of my shoot is all gone. Pointless. I'm going to have to redo it all, but I rescued it. And I'm thrilled with how it's come out, actually. I think it's I think it looks really effective. Anyway, enough faff about that, because you probably won't fluff your moon up and need to do what I've done. Alright folks, I am going to go and get ready, get the colours ready for hair and whatever else. We're going to do the hair. Alright folks, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. I'm so happy that I experimented and went with chance, because I nearly was going to ditch the page. Anyway, we're going to do her hair darker. We're going to bring the blue down into her dress from the umbrella. So the best thing to do would be to tackle the skin first, because you don't want to drag colour in when you're doing your pale colours. So, believe it or not, this little stub is light peach, which is 927. So I am going to coat her with light peach, really gently, because we've got a lot of shadow to put on her little face. I'm going over her lips, all down her neck, her face, everything. Isn't it funny how because of fear that you won't try new things in colouring books, even though this had got the extra page, I was still worried about that moon, but I knew that I wasn't going to be happy with it. There's no way I was going to leave it that way. So, you know, why, if you knew I wasn't going to leave it, why was I so scared to try the stamp and put a bit of pen over it? Doesn't make much sense, but there we are. Anyway, maybe it's a lesson I need to take on board, is to be brave, people, and allow myself to experiment, even if it doesn't always go right, because I'm not going to learn. I'm just going to stay stagnant, aren't I, with my colouring, if we don't experiment. And for such a, you know, a little bit of effort, I think I'm so pleased with the results. You can't tell because I'm still banging on about it. Anyway, like I say, I will try and link the little stamp down below, the ink I used, which is a pigment ink, so it doesn't bleed through. There's no bleed through there at all. There's more bleed through, there's more shadow from the Posca than there is the ink, but it's single-sided, so it doesn't matter anyway. There we go. So we've got a good coat of light peach down. This will give us our nice slippery smushy surface for putting our other colours on. Okay. Right, now because this one is so stubby, I'm just going to have to check in my swatch book what colour it actually is, so I can tell you. Okay, Prismas. This is, you probably will scream, I think it's burnt ochre. I think it is, but I would like to check before I tell you that. Burnt ochre 943, yes, burnt ochre, and it's 943. Don't panic. I know you're thinking, oh my god, what a colour to use on skin, Lucy, but it works so well, just trust me. So really lightly, and I'm going to go with the sketch lines. I'm going in the direction of those sketch lines that we've been given. And I'm going to put that burnt, what did I say it was? Burnt ochre on her skin. I was just trying out different tones, and this works really well when you put other colours over the top. Gives you a really nice tone, especially when there's a lot of shadow. So I'm going to try and keep in the direction of the shading that we've been given. So sticking to those lines. And I'm just doing it lightly because we can always go back over. Got a little bit around here. So you don't want to be heavy-handed with this. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so the next colour is, this is peach. I just want to check that I am telling you right. 939. Yeah, peach 939. So I'm going over all of that with peach. I'm going to bring that peach out. Back over this. Again, I'm not pressing heavy because I might want to put more colour on. Okay folks, give me one sec. Sorry about that folks, that was my dad, bless him. He has been so good when it was safe for him to come round. He's been coming round to make sure I'm okay. And yeah, so where were we? We were doing peach over the burnt ochre. Blending that through and bringing it out. Okay, then I'm going to take, this is light peach. I do apologise folks. This is light peach 927. And I'm going to go over that and smush. Back over those lips. And can you see what a beautiful shadowy tone we get with that? Instead of usually, you know, like the usual hennas and things like that. So we're going to go back in with our burnt ochre. Put some more on. Darken up any areas that we want deeper, like around her chin, around her neck. Tiny bit there. A little bit round her. What do you call that? What do you call that little thing there? I don't know. Right, back in with peach. We will put a little bit of red, like pink tone in too. Just so she's not orange. A bit more of that under here. This is shadowed from her hand. Back in with the peach. There we go. And then our light peach just to smush and blend even further. Quite simple really. There we go. We'll do the same with our hands. I'm going to take a little bit of blush pink. One decent pencil I do have, look. 98. And we'll put some pink in there. Just bring that out. And here too. You just get this gorgeously rich peach tone, and then we've got the hint of pink where our little cheeks are. Okay, let's do our hands. So, do we need to come in slightly? There we go. So I'm going to put a little bit of the burnt umber here, again following our dark lines. Around here on her little knuckles, between that finger. Okay, then we're going to get our peach. Go over with our peach. There we go. I've been so looking forward to colouring in this book. Give me one sec. Sorry about that. So, what you can hear is my husband standing in the background if you're picking up on that. Okay, then in with our light peach. And just pull all that together. Smooth out any blended, any areas that need smoothing with our light peach. And we can deepen up any areas now with the burnt ochre again. Okay, go over with peach. Push that all in. A bit more burnt ochre in there. And on those little knuckles. So just keep going over until you get the tone that you need. and the blend you want. In with light peach. And then push all that out. There we go. Nice, simple, easy skin tone. Okay. I will do her final hand off camera, following the dark lines again, and just give my husband a bit of chance to finish this sanding so that it's not annoying on the camera for you. And then we'll come back and do her lips. Alright people, I'll see you in a sec. Okay folks, I'm sorry about all the interruptions. Sanding's finished. Husband's happy. He's done what he wanted to do, bless him. So, we're not going to get too much more done today. I've looked at the video and it's already 40 odd minutes long. We need to do her lips, and I thought if we do her lips, bring the blue down into her dress, then that we'll probably have to call it. And then, excuse me, then I'll carry on and film part 2. So let's come in so we can see those beautiful lips. So I'm going to try henna, which is 1031, and see how we get on with that for the dark parts, because I don't want her lips to be too dark. I want them to have a more natural appearance. Oh, it's a shaky hand, so I've got a great big long line there now. Would you believe it? I'll have to stay there. Bit darker towards this corner. Around here. My hands keep... Did you see that as well? Oh, so annoying. I mean, like, spasm. It's weird. Okay, so we've got a bit of henna in there. Let's take just plain old pink, 929, and we'll try a bit of that. If she's too bright, we can tone her down. That's quite pretty actually. Where's that henna gone? We'll go back in with henna and just deepen that up now. I trust it. Yeah, bring that out a little bit. Deepen up this side, around there, and then back over with the pink. We should get like a really nice natural highlight there. Okay, right. We need to bring down the blues for her dress. So I want to bring this down into here. So it's not just the umbrella that's got pencils everywhere, not just the umbrella that's got blue on it. Hang on a minute, folks. What is going on? That's better. So I'm going to take the two blues that we used, which was Indian Throne Blue and Light Cerulean Blue, 208 and 904. I'm going to give them a bit of a sharpen. Oh yeah, and powder blue. Let's not forget powder blue. And powder blue 1087. I'm just going to give them a quick turn in the sharpener. I'm loving how this is turning out. I'm really, really enjoying it. I just hope I don't fluff it up when we get to the... I think they're tulips. So that's how I was going to colour them. like tulips. Okay, it's my little brush. There we go. Oh, and I had decided that, and you can't see, that I was going to put white lines up there, so we'll do that before I go off. And you can have a bit of a laugh about my shaky hands. No, it's not funny, is it? It's just a pain in the bum. Right. So taking Indian Throne Blue, I am going to come in at this edge, not very far, just a little bit. And in at this edge, here, I'm coming a little bit further on this side, and just let it peep out there. Okay. Then I'm going to take the light cerulean blue and we're going to bring that down there, blend the two in together, bring that down here. Then we're going to try a little bit of powder blue. Can you see if I do it like that? Yeah. Like support my hand and then I can't shake so badly. Just going to go back in and push that blend in a bit further. There we are. So the trim of her dress here, let's do that. On this side with the Indian Throne Blue. Then going back over with the light cerulean blue. These do just seem to really love each other, these colours. And then powder blue. So that way we're bringing down from the umbrella into the image, otherwise it's just going to be like a, well, I know it's a completely separate entity, but if you get what I mean, it will bring the colours together. The page will look more unified. That's what I'm trying to think of. I'm sorry about my voice, folks. I don't know what's happened over today. It's I'm all croaky, sound like a man. It's still the effects of the virus that must not be named. There we go. I want to just darken that up a little bit. Okay, light cerulean blue. And powder blue, just in that. Okay. Why is that not looking so right to me? I think it's because this bit needs darkening up a bit. Darken that up. There we go. Not that I'm fussy at all, folks. I'm not. So I don't know what colour to do those top bits, whether to do them the dark. Alright, well let's go in with cerulean blue and see, we can always deepen them up. So if I go in with cerulean blue around those little puffs on her sleeve, and then we might lose the shape of her dress though if I do that. You know, the shape of her little cuff. So let's try powder blue just around these little top bits. And we might even bring in some white for there. Yeah, that'll do. I quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that. Otherwise it might be a bit overwhelming down here because it's going to be quite bright with the green leaves and the tulips. We can knock it back with a bit of powder blue. There we go. And what we'll do is take the Indian Throne Blue and really deepen up that line there that indicates her dress, like we did here. There we go. Otherwise that's kind of getting lost in the blue, but we can go around with gel pen again and just bring out those little lacy bits. Okay. Alright. I'm leaving the dress black for the time being. let's take a jelly roll, and we'll have a go at, I'll just make sure it's running. I just take my thumb and get it going. There. Okay, right, let's, this could be tricky, folks. Just going to go around these little, these smaller nibs really do not like drawing over wax, do they? Okay. There we go. Draw those in, and we'll do the same around her neck, like that. That line up. And then all of a sudden they gush. Oh dear. And round here. Stop it being overwhelming. And hopefully just give us that little bit of detail back. Okay. And then she really matches them with the umbrella. Okay, so that's what they look like. I think I've done them all. I'm going to switch to my bigger nibbed pen, which is the Arteza 1, just because it works better for me. A broader nib seems to work better. And I'm going to draw those lines in. Now what I have to remember to myself is it doesn't matter if I shake and get it wrong. Just let it dry. And then we will go back over it with pen. But that seems to be okay. Back over it, once it's dry, if you go back over it with pencil, particularly where that's dark like that, you'll just take it straight off if you press hard enough. So I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist over trying to have perfectly straight lines. So clean off that ball again. I just think it'd look odd if I put great chunky dark blue lines in there. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Let's come out and have a look. There she is so far. I'm thrilled with how she's turning out. I really am. I love it. But again, I don't want to rush it. So I haven't decided on a dress, the little polka dots and a dress. The dress will be black. I know what colours I'm going to be using, but if we start and go into it now, the video is going to end up being like 2 hours long. And that, you know, that's not good because people don't watch it. I know you all say I do, but I know lots of people don't. So, if we call a close on this today, and I carry on working on this, ready to upload again tomorrow, or the next day, because then we've got our Kelly calendar we need to do together, and I'm really looking forward to that too. So what do you think? I'm thrilled with how she's turning out. Thank you so much to everyone that stuck with me and watched us all the way through as far as this. We've got lots to do when we come back that's exciting. Our hair, the leaves, the flowers, and maybe even a little bit of a background. I'm not sure. I'm debating on something that I've got that I might want to use. So yeah. So thank you all for sticking with me if you have this far. I'm going to let you go for this evening, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow or the day after. And yeah, hope you had fun. Alright my lovely friends, until we meet again really soon, take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.